So then, welcome to Inspiring Inc.
Yeah, she's going to say it again because
Amy and Julie.
Still didn't do it correctly.
Yeah. Because we have a script like, right there.
It's very, very loosely scripted.
It's very loosely, yes. It's not like we're reading
and
from a
it's
prompter.
way over there,
It's
and
just
I can't read small printing.
Yeah, we're going to get used to this eventually.
Yeah.
And eventually we're going to wear something different.
We will. There's 3 episodes. Is that 3? Yeah.
This is we're on the 3rd episode, but technically episode 2 because episode 0 is a full episode.
Yes, and we've done all 3 of them within the same day. So don't worry, we're not going to be wearing these clothes every single time.
Yes. Okay. This is all done on the same day, but we're not going to like change.
Not today.
This
is the last one. This is the last one for today.
The last one for today, yes.
So don't worry.
Don't mind us.
There will be more variety of clothing.
We're not dorks or nerds at all.
Except for we are.
Yes. Except.
Yeah.
We are.
We are.
Okay, so then today we are talking about Wonderland Trials. And this is the book we're going to be reviewing.
This is book 2, which we will do later.
Book 2.
There are many people like myself who probably never ever heard of these. I think they're awesome. What do you think, Julie?
I think they're awesome too. I love it. I'm going to get into, before the review, I am not just a book reader. I am a book collector.
Oh, I'm a huge book collector.
You are a big book collector. So then I like to look at all the pretty, shiny book pieces. So I'm going to talk and gush about not only the contents of the book, but the book itself. They're very pretty. Like, look at how pretty they are. Look at that. The side and the back. And then her back. Yep. And then you have to take the little page off. They have this beautiful foil cover. Oh, I'm turning it the wrong way. There we go. You see that? That's so pretty. I just love how pretty it is. For those who need to see the inside, like I do, because they're so fun. Okay, and then you got to see the map.
Oh, yes.
This beautiful, gorgeous map. Yeah, turn it the other way. I got to remember that I am not in a mirror. This is not a mirror.
And then there's this map, which is for
2.
the other one.
Just a little higher. There you go. And the one thing that we both really liked is how there's different parts. Turn it the other way. I like if I can figure out my fingers. Anyway.
Yeah, the books are sectioned into different parts of the story, which I really enjoy.
And then, of course, I love how all of the headers were like that. Like, for the chapter headings. They're all like that. Well, they're not all the same suit, but they're different suits. See, like, look, diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and this one has a pawn right there.
Yeah, then that's the header.
Oh, did I go by it?
Yep. And then this is the header for that book. There we go. It feels weird. I still have to get used to it
like that.
Yeah. That it's kind of different than it goes the opposite direction than I'm seeing in the monitor over there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to get it good. So I just think the books themselves are absolutely gorgeous. Like the detailing in the cover itself. You're just gonna have to get the book yourself just to look at how pretty they are. Because to me, the book itself is like a work of art. So when I put it on your shelf, it's like
and the page breaks,
I like that,
are really pretty.
Yeah, very, very pretty. I love it. And they're the same in book 1, so I'm not going to show you that one too. So that's just us gushing over like how pretty
this
the
series or duology called, Julie?
The duology is called The Curious Realities. I guess it's like a duology series. I don't know if you want to call it a series, but it's a duology.
Duology just means 2 books.
Just 2 books.
It means it's finished after 2.
All done. All done. But we both enjoyed this. Mm-hmm. As for like the content itself, it is beautiful. So let's get into. I will read the blurb of book 1, but she
needs her glasses for this one, guys.
So the blurb is: solve the clues, Face your fears. Survive the trials. All Alice Liddell wants is to escape her normal life in Oxford and find the parents who abandoned her 10 years ago. But when she gets more than she bargained for when her older sister Charlotte is arrested for having the infamous Wonder Gene, the key to unlocking the curious Wonderland reality. I feel like the tempo was off, but just don't mind me. Soon Alice receives a rather cryptic invitation to play for Team Heart in this year's annual and often deadly Wonderland trials. Now she has less than 24 hours to find her way into Wonderland, where nothing is impossible or what it seems. The stakes are raised when she discovers players go missing during the trials each year. Will she and her team solve the clues and find the missing players, or will betrayal and distrust win, leaving Alice alone in a world of her own? Follow the White Rabbit into this topsy-turvy fantasy where players become prey. Sip the wrong tea might as well be poison, and a queen's way do not always lead one where they ought to go.
We should show them this little...
Oh, yeah, this
because it's got the Big Ben there.
Yeah, and it's pretty. Yeah, the top of Big Ben is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are your thoughts? Oh, no, wait, do we want to...
Oh, okay. So just so you know, there is going to be spoilers ahead. So if you don't want to know, pause, go read it, and come back for both of them, because we'll do that for both of them.
Yes. So what are your thoughts on it?
Okay, so the first thing is I have to say right up front that I love Lewis Carroll's original. Oh my gosh, Alice in Wonderland is my favorite story as a child, and it's so reimagined and captured in the perfect way. Like, I was impressed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I loved how she still kind of encapsulated every single, like, to me it was like the
There was whimsy.
It was very whimsy.
Mm-hmm.
I loved how all of the characters were reimagined, how Cheshire is now Chess as a boy.
I always say Chesh in my head because that's what
because
they
it's
always
Cheshire,
say.
Yeah.
But it is supposed to be chess as a chess game.
Yeah. And I loved how games are woven through the whole thing. I'm a big fan of board games, so then to me having games...
She has a huge collection of them, and it's quite
So it was really,
amazing.
really fun just to see the game element being kind of woven into the story and into the trials themselves.
Yeah.
That I really liked that. That was really fun. That was fun for me. I liked Alice. I felt really immersed into Alice as a character right away. I even liked her listening to the music and stuff at the beginning.
One of my favorite characters is the Mad Hatter type character that they have going on. Mm-hmm. I can't remember her name. What is her name? It's like Maddie Hatter or something.
Who's Maddie?
Is it just Maddie?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was amazing because she's has like some sort of podcast or something. She actually I think it's a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
She was really cute.
I
liked her.
Because she, of course, Alice, this is major spoilers, just so you know. She was like always listening to the podcast going, oh, I wish I could go to Wonderland. And where does she go? She goes to Wonderland.
Yeah.
And it's extremely different than she ever imagined it was going to be. She thought it was going to be, and it's not that it's not this beautiful, whimsical place. It's just that she didn't see it ever before. And of course, you have to be invited to the games, and she was never invited before. And I really enjoyed the way that they take you right into this world. I thought it was very exciting.
Yeah, I liked it. And then I liked the kind of like, I don't want to say it's like warring, but it was kind of like the ups and downs between Chess and Alice, that they were like warming up to each other, and then there was like, how dare you? And
yes, when you first meet Chess, she thinks that he's like this cool celebrity. And then she finally gets to actually talk to him and meet him. And he's like kind of a jerk to her. And she's just like, don't meet your heroes, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
And then they find out that they're on the same team, and then he's sort of nicer to her for a bit, and then he does the same, I'm going to ignore you again. It's quite funny.
Yeah. And so I felt like the story arc had a nice arc, I guess. I don't know, for the lack of better words. I'm trying to find like the right wording for it. It's not there.
I can't think of it.
It's fine, but no, the arc was awesome. I felt like it blended well. I liked how the characters felt very Alice-y to me, and
they were really well done characters. Like
even for like that twist.
Yeah, some people might have done it a little too satire-y, but
Maybe.
it doesn't feel
But
like
it's kind
that
of like
in this.
modern day.
It is and it's not. Like, there is an element of that, because obviously they're doing someone else's world, but
Yeah.
I like that they gave them different aspects. Like, obviously, Chesh for right there is different.
Well, it's more of like a modern day telling of Alice, because it's in London, and then there's like this layer of Wonderland that you can't see until you
I like that
do
they
find
go
it.
in and out of the
Yeah.
worlds.
And that there's like
And
a
that you
parallel
can't
to
see
it.
it or something,
Yeah.
and then you can.
Yeah.
And then you're in it.
Yeah.
There was this one part, I don't know if it's in this book or in that book, which is why, sorry if this spoils anything for anybody. Like we said, there's going to be spoilers in here. There's a part in one of the books where they find themselves not in Wonderland anymore. And then they're completely out and they can't find it again.
Mm-hmm.
Which book was that in? Do you remember?
I think that was 2.
Okay, never mind about that. We'll get to that.
I feel like that was 2.
It could be 2.
It could be 2.
I read them back to back, so I don't really know.
I know, because it starts to blend into one. And I read them both, but I read the first one when it first came out. And then the second one when the second one came out,
because I just borrowed them from you.
It's like she got to binge like a Netflix binge, and I had to be episodic. Mine was episodic.
I read really really quietly. Yes, I do, but
she doesn't shout. She doesn't shout as she reads.
No.
I'm sorry.
Maddie begins. No, no. I read really quickly, and
yes,
I have a tendency to read really fast and end up skipping lines and have to go, wait, what did I just read?
Yeah. And then, like, not only do I have the books themselves, but I also got the audiobooks because
cool.
I'm an audiobook fan.
She really is.
I really do, because I have kids, and so then I'm still homeschooling my kids, and then I need if I'm like preparing something or cooking something or folding laundry or driving or whatever, I can just turn it on, and so then it makes it easier for me to get through books if there's an audiobook. So personally, please keep doing audiobooks, guys. Just keep doing them.
Audiobooks are amazing.
They are amazing. Okay, well, I don't know. I feel like I don't know how to explain more. Maybe we should talk about number 2, because I feel like then we can just tell everything.
So this one has like a chess piece on there. Okay, so step through the looking glass, slay the Jabberwocky, seek the king. Alice is not prepared to face what awaits beyond the Tulgey Wood. When she and the rest of when she and the rest of Team Heart enter the 4th and final Wonderland trial, it's up to her to lead them to victory. But this trial is more than a game. If Alice and the others fail to defeat the Jabberwock and reveal the truth about Wonderland, more than points and fame will be lost. Cheshire never believed he'd make it this far. Now he's stuck navigating a trial he's seen but doesn't remember, all while searching for the brother he left behind. Not everything is as black and white as the games that share his name, and if Alice discovers his deepest regret, Chess might just lose her too. A part Chess and Alice scour the 8 squares of the heart trial in search of memories, truth, and Ivory King, who seems more illusion than reality. Will they learn to lead together and face their greatest fears, or will they remain pawns in a queen's game, never truly seeing the Wonderland they've come to believe in?
Okay, I feel like I have way more to say, because if we're talking about both books together as one story, to me it's easier, because to me I'm remembering it as one giant story.
I am too.
And so then I'm like, I'm trying to remember which one where it picks up and leaves off. But as one big story arc, I loved how it all kind of got tied together. I was kind of sad about one thing in the end. I'm not going to say.
Oh yeah, he calls her Ace.
Yeah.
Right, because that's her role in the trial, right?
Yeah. And so I love that there was this undertone of the King of Hearts. I think that one was like a huge deal for me, because it kept making me think of God. And so it was like, I love that was like an undertone to the whole thing. And that it was like, I wanted to keep knowing more. I'm like, tell me more. And I'm like listening. I think I remember I was in the car and I was listening to the podcast. I was listening to the audiobook.
Kind of like a book podcast.
A book podcast, yeah. I was listening to the audiobook and I'm like gripping the steering wheel, and I'm like, I was just having a lot of fun. And I think it was the part where they kind of started talking about the story of the Queen of Hearts and the King of Hearts and their relationship.
I love that part.
I was like, oh, that was really good. I really, really enjoyed that part. And how that was all woven together. So I just, that would be like one of the parts that stood out to me the most in that regard. Like, I enjoyed the whole thing. Like, you're talking about Alice and stuff like that. The whole thing. Just the whole thing with her. But then, yeah, I think it just kind of tied together in a nice little bow by the end.
Yeah. Well, now I can say what I was saying before.
Yeah.
Now that we're on this one. Her and Chess find out that they are not in Wonderland anymore, and they're trying to find it, and I think they were going through something that was almost like an asylum or something.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they're outside of it, and of course, Alice has seen the outside of this in the real world before, and she didn't realize that it was a way back in, and then they find their way in, and I just really enjoyed that part of it, because
I think that's in book 1.
That even could be in book 1.
I think that was in book 1.
I don't remember. Yeah. It's all the same in my brain.
Yeah. I think that was one distinctful thing. I was trying not to...
I couldn't remember.
No, it's okay.
And there is a spot in this where they get locked out of Wonderland too, don't they? Or is that not true?
It's possible.
I don't remember.
It's okay. Just read the story. You won't regret it. Read the story. So I suppose for us, so what would be your thoughts on, like, how do you think God would be speaking to you through this story?
I kept hearing stuff when I would read about the Knave of Hearts.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Because he's like I know that he was just part of the trial, but to me, it was like he was, there's like some hidden mystery about him, kind of the way that we view angels, because I saw this parallel. Only because she probably saw him in a similar kind of way, because he was, also she's a super fan of this whole world before she realizes that she's actually a part of it. And so we kind of do that with angels and anything that's biblical. We, like, if say we were in heaven and we were like, oh, it's King David, you know? It would be like that. She would kind of fangirls over the Knave and of Chess as well, and all of the characters, really.
I think I liked the one, let's see, this is not about God. I think the one mystery behind that one emo character.
What do you
trying to remember his name. It doesn't matter, because I feel like that would be a huge spoiler if I said it, so I'm not going to say it. No, I just liked it. And there was like that, like, who are you? Who are you really? And I liked it. It left that mystery.
Anytime that they said that, I thought of course, of the actual Lewis Carroll books and movies where you see that the caterpillar is constantly, going, who are you?
That was me. That was going, who are you really? Yes. I wouldn't be smoking a pipe, though.
Well, no.
was
I
would
love
leave that out.
any nod to the original. So I really enjoyed any little tidbit, or I guess they would be called Easter eggs
Easter
to the
eggs.
original.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I feel like to me, my only background of Alice is the Disney movie, so that's what I would have had in my head. I do have the original book, but I haven't actually read it. I think it's
I
just
have
sitting
to
on my
borrow it.
shelf. No, I have it. I have actually 2 copies. One is just the regular story, and the other one I think is an illustrated copy because it's Alice, and I'm just like, I like all that
I
nostalgia.
love
classics.
Alice.
I love
Yeah.
classics. So then it's upstairs. I don't have it on my shelf down here because I have some classics downstairs and some upstairs. Because we're in the basement.
We are.
So yeah.
The Alice story to me is one of the most interesting and most drawing as a child to me in my teen years, because it's probably that one and Narnia are probably the ones that drew me the most to portal stories, because it's literally going into another world.
I love portal stories.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
And I, like most people, love when she falls through the hole and goes through all of the things down into the, the actual bit of Wonderland. I liked all of the punny names that they gave the characters that are huge nods to all of the real characters from the original.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love that they actually had the Jabberwocky was actually in the Tulgey Woods, and I'm like, it's so accurate. And they do talk about the characters, the original characters, as like they do mentions of the real characters because they exist in this world, but they're not main characters, which I kind of thought was cool because it's someone else's version of the story.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
It's like a second generation almost of the world.
I feel like
like for Maddie. Maddie's related to the Mad Hatter somehow or something?
Because she's Maddie Hatter.
Yeah, because she's Maddie Hatter. Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, so I would say, to me, I felt like my takeaway in the godly aspect would be the whole King of Hearts. And
because the King of Hearts is God.
And, so
and he is love and a heart.
Yeah. So to me,
he would be an honorary heart.
Yes.
Card.
So then to me, the whole King of Hearts is like God is my king of my heart. And so then that to me would be the godly takeaway. I still feel like this would be readable for if you are Christian or not, because it's just a fun game trial.
It's very
clean. It's not like a Bible lesson smack you over the head with the Bible, but there's threads in it. If you know about God, there's threads in it that I feel like you would pick that up, because I picked it up.
If you just read it as just a book,
just a regular story, you would enjoy it.
You wouldn't even notice that unless you know about God.
Yeah.
But God just reveals in that way too. Like if you don't know, then you wouldn't know. But if you're seeking God, you will probably start to see it in everything.
Yeah.
Because he is in everything. So yeah, that's
pretty cool. Me, I would give it top ratings. If you can give it 5 stars, 10 stars, all the stars.
Out of all the books that I've borrowed recently from Julia, I gave this one the top praise.
Yeah.
Some of my reviews of her, the stuff that I've borrowed from her, I went, But these two were amazing.
Really good.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to flip my paper over. Don't mind me. So yes, definitely our ratings for spice and clean is
there's zero
spice. So it's super, super clean.
There's no violence.
Nope.
Well, there's mock trial kind of silliness, but it's not violence of any kind.
As for Christian content, I would say it's safe for Christians.
It is.
Nothing super magic-y or anything like that, but there is going into a portal kind of like a portal. And
then there's a whole other world.
A whole other world.
Parallel universe.
I love the fact that there's trials in it. So if you like those trials type stories, you love this. So then there's enough of a Christian thread to be like, okay, cool, this is this would lean towards Christian, but I wouldn't know if I would call this a Christian fiction.
I would call it clean.
Clean fiction with
like biblical elements way under.
Yeah, like kind of
you
to
would
me,
have
woven
to
through it.
really look for them and know that about God to see them.
Well,
because I think
to me,
that
it smacked me in the
wouldn't.
face. Not in a bad way, but
No,
it was
but
like
that's
I was
good,
like
though.
I was
Yeah.
like happy. I was excited about that
I
aspect.
mostly saw that in this one, in the second one.
The second one, I think it was more. It leaned more into the, where I could see God's story woven into it. The first one was hinted at, but it was more in there.
When I was reading the first one, I more felt, oh, I'm just reading about Alice in Wonderland. I did not think about the godly aspect at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was the second book where it started to happen for me.
Yeah. So I would say definitely more clean and then like Christian leaning. Mm-hmm. So not like Narnia to me would be like a Christian type book.
That one is like specifically like
allegory.
There's the resurrection of Jesus.
Yes.
You know?
That one.
There's nothing like
allegory.
that in here.
No, not quite. Violence, I would say, would be pretty tame, like not gory or anything, but there was action.
It was action, wasn't violence.
It wasn't super violent. I wouldn't say it would be gory. It would still be
not at all.
It would be like
There's
violence
no
in a whimsy
gross
kind of way.
descriptions of anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing like that.
More like whimsy violence, if that even
like
makes
that
sense.
you would see in like a trial. It's nothing scary or anything.
Like the games.
Yeah, just game
and
stuff.
Solving puzzles.
Puzzles is a big one in these stories, which is really interesting.
And there's no language. So language, it was
it's all very
super clean.
Very clean.
And the magic use, I feel like it was tame. Like if you saw episode 0, you kind of know our different levels of magic and tolerance for it. And I'm less so and she's more so. And I liked it.
That's actually really high praise for Julie. Because she was, if you would go to episode 1 with
0.
Harry Potter, she was like,
oh no, episodes.
No. She's like, absolutely
episode
not.
1. You're right.
And I was just like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
To me, I didn't even think about the magic level of these because to me, I'm just so tolerant of stuff like that.
Yeah.
That I just went, it's just Alice.
But no, I liked it, and I didn't think that the magic or the power element or whatever was off-putting.
No.
Didn't bother me.
It's not a huge part of the story. It's very like this Mitch.
Yeah, it's more like the wonder of it.
Yeah,
I guess.
Wondery.
But I feel like the fact that I love the fact of the belief. You had to believe to see it. And to me, that's like,
that was cool.
Oh, that was really cool.
That's just like
I love
the
that
Lord.
touch. That's like the Lord.
It's
You
like
have to believe
faith.
to see it. And it's like, oh, that's a
that
good way to
is
describe
actually when I first started
faith.
to notice the God element was the faith that she had to have to even be part of the
to even be part
trial.
of it. I'm like, oh,
I know. I
that's
was
like the Christian walk right there. I loved it.
And when the whole element of having to have the gene to be part of the trials, I'm just like, and then she kind of finds out, like, super spoiler, about that they're all, you know, kind of Wonderland people, right? And to me, that was also another message of God going, we're all going to be godly together. You know?
It was.
So
good.
I saw that as another element of the story.
So, yes, I guess our takeaway, we loved it.
We
It was
really
awesome.
did.
We're going to recommend it to everyone.
Yes.
Anyone who likes Alice in Wonderland, trials stories. It's safe for Christians.
What did they say? 10 out of 10 will read again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that. 10 out of 10 would read again. All right. Well, thank you for joining us in this video. I think we've probably discussed this long enough.
As much as we can.
Without giving too much away. Well, no, we gave something.
But I made sure that we said this, or we made sure that we said from this point on there were spoilers.
There were spoilers.
We're good.
Yes. I almost need like a too long didn't read Alice in Wonderland. And then
Basically.
or the the Wonderland Trials is the Curious Realities. Yes. It's a yes, it's it. And read it.
Don't mind our awkwardness. This is just life.
We'll get better.
We will.
Yay. So yes, so if you want to continue with our reviews of books and our nerdiness, and I mean, maybe one day we'll review games or talk about movies or something like that. Don't know.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell, but right now it's going to be about books.
Yep.
And stories in general.
Yep. Don't you have a story, Julie?
I do have a story.
Why don't you tell them about it?
Well, I have, as you kind of see throughout our videos, if you watch them all, that yes, we're both writers. We both write books, and I've got a short story available. It's called Beyond Ink. It's available. You can check it out on jtharris.ca, and I've got another one coming. So that will eventually, I will talk about it on my website and eventually in my newsletter. My newsletter will probably be the first people who will find out about it, because that's what newsletters are all about.
Yep.
All the spoilies.
They really are.
All the spoilies will go there.
Yeah.
And then you?
I have a book too. I actually have 3 books coming out. I don't know when they're going to be finished. Well, they're finished. It's just anyways. I am horrible at trying to say this properly, so I will get better. I have a romance book out right now. It's on Amazon. It's called Magnolia. My name is Amy Coho, and you look up that name and Magnolia right in the search bar on Amazon. You will find it. It is a book that is about a girl who's, I never actually specify her name in the book, so sorry, her age in the book. Did I just say name?
Name. It's fine. Her name is Magnolia.
See, this is this is how it goes when you're trying to remember. She meets somebody at a ball, at a masquerade. It's set in Paris, and she gets forced into an arranged marriage, and chaos ensues. She has a crazy relationship with her mother figure. It's good times.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you want to keep going on, you'll find us on YouTube, Aspiring, but with Amy and Julie, and probably on my Substack, which would be linked in my
on your tree of
my link tree,
yep.
or on my website. And
I will be doing like when we have promotions, which when this actually comes out, you will have seen promotions possibly. I will be putting them on Instagram and Facebook for whenever we do any video, but because we're just recording right now, that's not done yet. But when this comes out, it definitely will be.
Yep. Okay, well, thank you for sticking with us for now. And
yes, if you've gone to this far in all of them, thank you.
And so we'll talk to you later.
Okay,
and
bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
Hi, everybody. You are listening to The Inspiring Ink with... I can't even read this.
Don't read.
Okay. With Amy and Julie. And I'm sorry, but I have to read this because I can't remember. Middle grade and young adult book reviews with godly reflections. I will get better at this, I promise. At least I did it right this time.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. On book episode, what was it? 1?
1?
Yeah,
1.
I totally failed, so there you go.
Yes. Okay.